Well, this is a strange one, isn't it? We never saw this coming. This is a COVID-19 special. I wasn't planning on putting out anything, but because we're all locked in, let's do this thing. So, first of all, many of us are going to be affected by this. Many of us have got loved ones that have got severe illnesses and high-risk categories. So, to do the right thing and stay at home. I've been at home all week, carry on until this is overseen and until we're out of the situation that we're in. So each and every one of us has got our own stories to tell and all sorts, and the key thing here is just to be sensible. So from my perspective, and clearly I'm trying to add a bit of humour to this, but in reality there are certain things that we can all do. Simple things, clearly your phones, they're all covered in germs. Anything that you put onto your hand gets transferred to your phone, gets transferred to your face, bingo. Mailboxes, things like that, mail being put through. Every single time you get this stuff through your door, touch it with your hands, wipe it down, clean it, start again. You go outside to put some rubbish away out in the recycling bin. The garbage guys, you know what? These guys have touched the bins up and down the street. You've just been infected by the whole street. Simple things. Okay, on a more humorous note, now we've got that out of the way. This week's video, bit of humour. I'm the doctor. Let's crack on. Hey, let's go to work. Let's stay as optimistic as we can, guys. Have a bit of humour and stay positive, yeah? Good luck to everyone and stay safe. Our job for today is in this bathroom. Somebody's fitted this towel out nicely behind this unit here, and that's nicely leaking, so you don't get to that. So the idea is that this comes out, gets put over there. Plasterboard wall, so we need to find the pipework, which should be down there, come across. Clearly everything's been taken out for us. I've just shifted that, so we're going to have to come across there through all of the studs, up there and punch through with the new pipes. So that's a fun day. Now you see it, now you don't. God, what am I doing with my life? Let's see what we got. What do you think? Well, there you go. So, 2 poly pipes. Somehow we've got to get them round the corner. So we'll freeze those, cut them, and go from there. Then we don't have to touch the rest of the system. While I'm cutting around there, that can be freezing. Pipe freezing machine's on. 23 degrees. Got on 2 poly pipes, isolated the fuse spur, cut that section out. My estimation, the pipes need to go through about there, around here. Started cutting this. So I just lost something out of my pocket, so just going to whip this out. Across here, probably have to come into this space here, so one pipe will go up one side, one will go up the other, but essentially that's nice. Every day, eh? So this was a fuse spur, and this was wired in like that. As you see, no sheath, nothing. And on the other end, well, it came through here on this flex and went to this element, which has been leaking. This was fitted a few months ago. I'm not an electrician, but surely not. Maybe these are the new Wagos that people are talking about. That. So you just do that, yeah?
That's okay. God help me. I'm losing my mind with this job some days. Anyway, back to this. So, cut this out. I'm going to find a route through there. In fact, I found a route. I put a couple of isolations on there, full bore, not your standard, and we're going to try and pipe through. And yes, we're going to use poly. There's already a noggin up here, so a brace. So looks like we're going to have to cut a section out, come through. So I've drilled a couple of holes. This was a nightmare to get out because whoever had fitted that, you couldn't get it out because it was going that way. I mean, just a complete shambles, if I'm brutally honest. In fact, everything on this build is. So I'm going to try and put this on the wall. I've asked the customer if he wanted me to put a plate behind on ply. He doesn't want any more. He just wants it screwed to the wall. They're going to put, well, clearly they can't put much in it. You never get much in it. Anyway, so towel rail wise, not a lot of weight on there. Everything just ended up being ripped out the wall. So ridiculous plumbing. You can even see there staining on the wall. Craziness. Even that he's had to cut down. Okay, so we've fitted the towel rail. It's been an absolute nightmare this. So we've put some tails on here and copper. I like to use copper coming through the wall. It's a bit more rigid. The old pipe covers have snapped. I'm going to have a look in the van, see if we've got any new ones. So we've got an easy access point for this so that you can take it out. It's not the greatest of position the client chose, so close. This stain here is historic. So this is all level and plumb. Screwed this to a plasterboard wall, taken the old one out, and here is the pièce de la résistance. The other pipes there that you see, they're the poly pipes that the last idiot has fitted, and he's even put a bit of foam around it. Client will get this resolved, but you can see no space, just stuff everywhere, and not a fun job. But this is what we have to do. So this is a typical day in the life of a plumber. And this is getting warm, and we've got no leaks, which is the main thing. They will have to put in a few spur of some description to isolate. I think he's got a timer with a remote control or something, so he can turn this on and off as he wishes. Sorry about my voice, I seem to be losing it. I'm very dusty. I struggle with this job some days, and today is no different. Hot water cylinder, badly installed, shit everywhere. Clearly they've had a few elements in the past. Wow, that says an awful lot, that one. And then the hits just keep on coming, don't they? It's like, what am I doing here? That's how I feel. Holy shit. Everything's soaking wet because it's so cold in here. Clearly he's had no hot water for ages. My job, eh? So you want me to work here in this, do you? Let's have a look at that. Well, that looks just dandy, doesn't it? I can only imagine. Water, electrics, what a disaster. Okay, so guess where I am today? Back on this cylinder. So, blowtorch, heat up the element. Yeah, nice and gently, maybe a couple of minutes, a minute or so. Then I use this. So this is a 1/2 inch 3/8 bar. So that goes on there, and you want a really stiff bar, and you want to put your hands on both sides, then push down and pull up. it's important that you do both pressures as opposed to just doing one side where you will tear it. So I've just spent a few minutes doing that. But guess what? Good to go. Just taking this out so I can smell that somebody, whoever fitted this originally, has put Boss White on it, because it stinks of it. And you can see here just how bad. So I'm going to struggle with this. So I'm going to put 2 hands down and try and film this in a second, but no element left on the bottom one. You can see here just how bad the base element is. 2 pieces it's come out. Boss White and all sorts of stuff on there. No need for that. Clearly needed a new element. Let's try the top now. So here's our second element, so 2 knackered. And on this one you can see somebody's used PTFE. Looks like a right DIY bodgy type job. So my issue is up the top, it does look damp, almost like it was leaking before, so I'm a bit reticent to repair this and just go again. So I'm going to inspect it now. Stripping out this cylinder, and clearly you can see there, probably a good move that I did, so that I'd replace this, because it is soaked. Good move. Ever wondered what's at the bottom of your cylinder when you take it out? Well, here's just a little bit of the contents. All of that scale and rubbish. Wow. So this is the cylinder stripped bare. So you can see that down the bottom, quite damp, big stain at the top there, and this was all taken out dry. And here you can see massive leak there. But what's interesting is clearly it's lower, but there's also a leak at the back here, it looks like, and all the way around the bottom. So I think that was a good decision to take that out. I think this one might have been okay. This one here looks very suspect. I don't know if that's staining or if it's just from the blowtorch, but it doesn't look good, and I'm pleased. In the end, I followed my gut and took it out. New cylinder going into this space here. Hot and cold via a shower pump to do the bathroom. So if you come in here, one electric, top up, and then there's a second one that is used from here, and this is an economy 7, so this is two different times. So the economy 7 comes on late at night and heats up the coil for the bottom. Pretty ropey, been in here a while. So the idea is we're going to put this, so economy 7 down here, top up element at the top. We're going to be using 2 Teslas, a cylinder flange, Surrey type, and repipe this up. It was done terribly, poly, all sorts. So let's get cracking. So this is the way I do it. Been doing it this way for quite a while. So you get these, chuck them in a bit of water, sit there for a bit, chuck that one in the water. It allows it to expand and to start expanding up. So slip it on. This may not be the way you do it, but it's the way I do it. As I say, I've done it this way for quite a while and it seems to work for me. So that's one. Second element in. It's really important you get a feel whether these are going in the right way or not. I think I'm just going to trim that back bit off. Really important we do these by hand. Let's get a feel for this one. Pretty sure that this one's okay. Pop the bar all the way through. Yeah, it feels good. tiny bit more on that. I don't know why I'm trying to film it. Yeah, I like to do them tight. That's tight. Now if this doesn't go by hand, I'm taking it back out. I think that's okay. That feels okay. So it's important that you pull and push. Right, said Fred. So, union in there, ready to take our cold inlet. These two are done, so they're tight. So, put this bottom end in, sorry, top end in. Going to use the old stuff, why not? Whenever I do these, we'll have a new washer on there. That's probably 20, 30 years old. God only knows what. Okay, so new washer on. Tighten this up. Done. Okay, so we got it roughly in position, and for me, that's not a bad position there, so I can cobble onto here. We've just turned on the water to the tank up here. Water storage tank, and the reason being is that that's going to take a while to fill up. So I've just soldered this one up, which is the cold feed in, and I've put a isolation on that one there. That can be filling up whilst I work on this, do the hot out and bits and pieces, and then that way that'll be ready to drop all of the water into there. So we've got an outlet on the top of the cylinder. We've got the cold feed going in. Got the cold in and out, just plumbed in. Need to clean these up a few bits, and really want some pipe clips on that, but that'll be done later. So this is where we are. So we've got the tank in, vent out, coming across and down, back up. All of the old stuff is left in, so I've just got the electrics to do. Turn on cold water. So whilst that's doing that, I can start doing the immersions and keep an eye on it all. So a lot tidier, a lot neater. Should have a happy customer. This looks like it's wet, because it is. It's super cold in here. Everything's sweating in it because it's super cold. New hole in today. Take the oven out. So oven's out. Yeah. We had to pull the plug off because somebody only gave us about 1.5 feet. So that used to go through there, and we just got a fitting in there. So got a gas cock there. So turn that off. Take these bits out. So I'll just cut this pipe here. Just undo this. So I can just cut the end of the plug off because it's coming out on this side. That's that. Plug's off. So just pop the oven out. There you go, one aperture, one hob out. Builders are next door. Taking the chimneys out of this job. So I'll clean off the aperture. Make sure it doesn't go down the hole. Okay, so this is what you get in it. LPG sealing strip. I'll take these out. Now whatever you do, don't flip this over, because if you do, you've got a high chance of breaking these out. Yeah. Okay, so you can see it's not going to fit. Take it apart down here. Whip that off. Okay, so we're just going to drill the top of this hole a little bit larger. Okay, so we drilled the hole, so we've got a bigger hole there. Put the fitting on. So now we've just got to put this one here, come through the other side and sort it out.